because they believe that Congressman Tebes has been staying in their country for 2 years now, undocumented. And they also considered the cases filed against him before the court na sabi nila ay medyo hindi maganda sa kanilang national security. So they finally decided na i-expel from Timor-Leste si Congressman Tebes. With that letter decision of the Timor-Leste government, the Secretary of Justice immediately formed a team consisting of Yusek Eli Cruz of the DOJ, yours truly, at DI. Nagpunta po kami through the help of our Philippine Air Force. Punta po kami agad sa Timor-Leste and coordinated on the return of Sir Tebes. Ganun po. So, ito na siya. Dumating kami kagabi mga pasado alas 12. Ginawa na namin yung procedure. Fingerprinting, mugshot, medical examination, and dumating kagabi rin si Attorney Topacio and the mother of Congressman Tebes. So I allowed them to visit si Congressman Tebes at binigyan namin sila ng private time to compare with each other, magbatian sila. And then dito na rin namin pinag-stay si Congressman Tebes before turning him over to our detention facility in Bocor. Ayun po, may tanong po ba kayo?
Yes. John, please.
Check. Blessed day, sirs. Pwede po bang malaman lang po, Director, ano po yung mga kaso pong kinakaharap ni former Congressman Arnulfo Tebes at ano po yung procedure na mangyayari po after po dito sa NBI headquarters?
All right. Yung mga cases na COS, Attorney Agus.
Good morning. 10 counts of murder at Branch 51, Regional Trial Court, Manila. 13 counts of frustrated murder, Branch 51, RTC, Manila. 4 counts attempted murder, Branch 51, RTC, Manila. Another case for murder, Branch 12, RTC, Manila. Another case of murder at Branch 15, RTC, Manila. Another case of murder at Branch 63, RTC, Bayawan. Illegal possession of firearms and illegal possession of explosives, Branch 12, RTC, Manila. Terrorist Financing Prevention and Suppression Act, different sections under RTC Manila Branch, RTC Quezon City Branch 77. Another case of Terrorist Financing Prevention and Suppression Act, Branch 77, RTC Quezon City. That's all. Thank you.
Director, we know for a fact, sir, na noong mga nakaraang mga buwan, gumulong po yung proseso sa Timor-Leste at nagkaroon po ng mga hearing sa korte po doon at nagkaroon po ng mga desisyon na nag-prevent po para po mapa-uwi si Congressman Arnulfo Tebes dito po sa Pilipinas. Ano po nangyari? Bakit po ngayon ay nandito na siya kasama po natin ngayon?
Yun nga po, tulad ng sinabi ko sa magandang pakikipag-ugnayan ng ating Pangulo ni President Bongbong Marcos sa Presidente ng Timor-Leste, si President Jose Ramos Horta. Ayun po, nag-decide po ang government ng Timor-Leste to finally turn over to us si Congressman Tebes so that he can answer all the charges against him. Ganun po, kasimple lang ho yun. Yun. With that, the SOJ, Secretary Remulla ay nag-form agad ng team, kami nga po at sinundo na namin sa Timor-Leste, si Congressman Tevez.
Po. Director, last query nila po. Tapos na po tayo sa mga procedures, mugshots, fingerprints. Ano po yung susunod na step po? Dito po ba siya ikukulong at or sa ibang facility at bakit po doon po pala sa may mga information po na baka sa Bucor po gagawin po yung pagkulong?
Thank you and good morning, Director, and to the media. As a matter of procedure, we will be preparing and submitting a return of the warrant of arrest, informing the issuing court that we have arrested and in custody of the person of Arnolfo Teves. From there, we will temporarily detain the person of the accused before our detention facility in Bucor, Muntinlupa. This is a separate facility from the Bureau of Corrections. This one is being supervised and maintained by the National Bureau of Investigation.
Okay.
After our return, the court, of course, acquires jurisdiction and the processes will now proceed.
Yes, liwanagin ko rin, marami nagtatanong sa akin, Sir, bakit Bucor? Mga convicted lang ang itina-turnover dun. Ganito po yan. Kami po, magmula ng gibain ang building namin sa Top Avenue, wala po kaming detention facilities. So nakipag-coordinate kami with Bucor, pahiramin kami ng space doon. So binigay sa amin ng Building 14. That Building 14 is distinct and separate from the Bucor na kung saan yung mga convicted ay nakakulong. Kaya yun po ang ginagamit namin. Kaya wag po kayong mamangha na bakit Bucor, no? Detention facility po yun ng NBI under our control. Tao po namin na nakabantay doon. Ganun po.
Maraming salamat po.
Thank you for that information and clarification, Director, sir. Next. We limit to one question and one
sir.
follow-up, please.
Yes po. Mads po from Net25. Sir, i-clear ko lang po, si Kong Teves po ay pinauwi dahil undocumented foreign national siya, not because of the extradition request of the Department of Justice po.
Kasama na yun, meron tayong request, but then nag-file sila ng appeal sa korte doon at lumabas nga na parang dinideny yun, but then we further coordinated with the government, the Timor-Leste government, through our very own president. No, remember during the last week lamang nasa Malaysia si Presidente at nagkausap sila ni Timor-Leste President. So, eto na po yung naging bunga ng magandang pakipagtunguhan ng dalawang bansa through our respective presidents.
Okay. Director, can we also ask po, Kong Teves, is it okay po?
Tingnan natin kung sasagot siya. Sige po.
Hi, sir. Sir, how do you feel now po na after 2 years, finally you're back in the country po? And how do you feel na, kasi di ba meron kayong pending pa na appeal for asylum, tapos inuwi po kayo, pinayagan po ng Timor-Leste government na makabalik kayo sa Pilipinas despite na pending pa yung appeal?
Yes, because actually, dun kasi, I've been there for 2 years. I know quite how the government there works, no? So, there's this judicial thing, but there is also what they call it something like political, which is the government. Iba pa yung iba pa yung presidente doon, iba pa yun sa government. Government there is different. Their president is something like parang king ba, para siyang figurehead, yes. So there are several factors there which are distinct and separate, but as to who is more powerful, and I cannot say anymore, no? Because sa totoo lang, I just won with finality my case in extradition, but they used another thing about expulsion, which technically I still had a few days to reply, but hindi ko alam ano nangyari. Pero sige na lang, tapos na yun. I mean, useless discussing things, I mean, over spilled milk, no? But sa totoo lang, of course, malungkot ako dahil siyempre makukulong ako na makukulong ako. So, kahit hindi pa, di ba, dito kasi makukulong ka kahit hindi ka pa convicted, no? But may mga ano naman yun, si Attorney Ferdy na bahala. But what I'm saying, on the other hand, I'm also glad that I haven't seen my mother for 2 years. My father died last December, hindi naman lang ako nakauwi. So it was quite painful. And also, at least, umaano na rin, matapos na rin. Dahil kahit nung nandun ako, inisip ko, kung hindi man ako umuwi, haharapin, kailangan pa rin ito matapos eh. Ito lang sana yung request ko sa sa korte na sana mabilis yung kaso. Dahil sa totoo lang, kung tatrabahoin talaga yung kaso, sandali lang sandali lang naman sandali lang matapos kung ano. So, yun lang yung Anyway, I believe I trust my lawyers very well and I know my conscience is clear. So, ang sa akin lang, sana lang mabilis yung proseso. Para matapos na. Di ba? Matapos na siya. Para tapos na. Thank you.
Again, we kindly advise the ex-congressman of his rights, and the good counsel may answer for his client. Thank you, sir. Next.
Hi, sir. Good morning. I am Camille Samonte from TV5. Question po kay Mr. Teves. Sir, just want to get your reaction dun sa naging statement ng government ng Timor-Leste. They were saying that one of the reasons why they decided to deport you is because of the implication of the national security ng bansa nila. Kung baga sinasabi nila, yung pananatili mo doon ay nakaka-apekto sa kanilang security?
Siguro si Attorney Topacio na lang ang mas competent sumagot niyan. Attorney Topacio, sir? Yes, okay.
Ganito lang yon. Kung sino man nagsabi nun, everyone in this world are entitled to their own perceptions.
Thank you. Counsel may answer, please.
I affirm the statement of my client. Thank you.
Okay, last na lang po from my end. Sir Teves, you mentioned earlier na na darating din naman yung punto na haharapin mo rin itong mga kaso. Why did it take you so long to stay in Timor-Leste? Bakit hindi na lang po natin hinarap ito sa korte?
A lot of you here know me ever since my days in Congress. I'm a very honest and sincere person. I will be very consistent. Even our pleadings in court, I had not had, even now, still have, but of course, here I feel safer with the NBI because pasalamat ako kay Director at sa lahat ng staff ng NBI na maganda yung pagtrato nila sa akin mula nung pagkuha sa akin hanggang ngayon. So, my concern is really my life, my security.
Handa na po kayong harapin si Mayor Janice Digamo?
Wala naman problema. I can face anybody in this world.
Thank you po.
Thank you. Kindly address your questions to the good counsel. Next.
Good morning po. Kay Attorney Topacio po. Attorney, now that meron na pong movement itong ating kaso, ano na po yung mga next steps po natin and yung mga plano pa po natin na gagawin?
Mike, sir.
Well, I cannot comment in detail on that because ngayon pong nasa territorial jurisdiction na ng Pilipinas si Ginoong Teves at may kaso po, maraming kaso katulad naman po ng nabanggit ng ating napakagandang Chief of Staff ng NBI, that sub judice rule now applies. Suffice it to state that the lawyers who comprise the team to defend Mr. Teves will do everything under the law to give him our best defense. Doon na lang po natin iwanan yun. Thank you.
Okay po. Kay Director na lang din po, sa kay Chief Lotok. Kamusta po yung pag-serve pala po natin ng warrant, sir? May naging problem po ba tayo dun sa pag-bring up sa kanya? Yung date lang po kung kailan po kayo pumunta doon, tapos kailan po siya na-process po ng ganito. Sige po.
Good morning. Meron ho kaming prepare na presentation, yung timeline of events. Sir, if I may,
Yes.
ipakita po natin sa kanila. Jay?
May we invite your attention to the screens for the video presentation?
Yeah, so yung first slide, Jay, please. So this is all about deportation and handover proceeding, as well as service of warrant of arrest against Sir Arnolfo Arnitevez Jr. here. Next slide, please. So on May 27, we saw, it's public knowledge that the immigration authorities in Dili, Timor-Leste, arrested former Congressman Arnolfo Arnitevez Jr. Next slide, please. Then on 28, the DOJ released a press statement on the status of the transfer of Mr. Arnolfo Arnitevez Jr. Next slide, please. Then the same Department of Justice mobilized joint team composed of DOJ, NBI, and BI. Of course, the Philippine Air Force was there to facilitate the return of Arnolfo Teves Jr. following the Timor-Leste deportation order. Next slide, Jay. There on May 28 at around 11 p.m., nagkaroon ho kami ng briefing ito sa loob ng Villamor Air Base. Before ho kami nag-scheduled flight to Timor-Leste. So at 11:34, pasok na ho kami sa aeroplano ng Air Force bound to Timor-Leste. Next slide. And then 29 at around 1 p.m., ito ang makikita nyo sa picture, nandyan yung director natin, si Yusek Cruz. Sinalubong po sila ng mga representative from Timor-Leste. Next slide. Yan, kung makikita po ninyo, ito po yung may present po ang Timor-Leste, sort of certificate of handover. Ito ho yung kanilang initiation, representatives between the two countries. Next slide, please. Yan po makikita ninyo. From the Philippines, makikita po ninyo si Director Santiago at si Yusek Cruz. Next slide, Jay. So yung document po na kung saan present nila, pakita natin yung document, Jay, please. Yan, certificate of handover. So yung mga conditions, but basically,
I went over the condition of Timor-Leste. Sa makikita ninyo, gusto nila i-guarantee natin na yung life imprisonment niya ay hindi tatagal ng 40 years. Maiisip nyo, sang katutak yung cases, kung sakaling may conviction, lampas-lampas yan sa 40 years. But then, yung condition nila na wag lalampas ng 40 years, gano'n naman talaga ang batas natin. Meron tayong tinatawag na threefold rule. No? Maraming cases, yung totality nun, hindi dapat lalabas ng 40. So, ganun lang yun. So, yung sentence limitation, 40 years, no death penalty. Wala naman death penalty sa atin. Yan ang kinakatakot nila dun. Pinag-aalala ng Timor-Leste. Absolute prohibition na wag daw magka-torture, inhuman, degrading treatment. So, in-accord natin sa kanya lahat ng kanyang karapatan. Kagabi pa lamang, dumating si Mami, nagyakapan na sila, Congressman Teves, including the lawyer. Binigay po natin lahat ng karapatan ng ating Congressman Teves. No coerced evidence, siyempre, inadmissible naman yan sa atin. No political prosecution, criminal ito, criminal prosecution, walang ano dito. Fair and public trial, ganun naman po ang korte natin. So, ito po ay turnover from their immigration to our immigration. So, being a former judge, ina-advise ko ang ating immigration na, okay, you can sign that. Ayan, nagkaroon ng signature, immigration nila at immigration natin. So, Congressman Tevez was finally turned over to us. Ganun po kaayos ang nangyari kahapon.
Next, please. Diyan kung makikita po ninyo, dala-dala ho ng Immigration Authority from Timor, si Kong Tevez, tinatransfer na ho siya sa possession natin. Andiyan, so isasakay na po siya sa Philippine Air Force aircraft. And then from there, kung makikita ho ninyo, dyan po natin hinandcuff si Kong Tevez.
Tinanggal na po ng Timor-Leste authorities ang handcuff, pati yung sa paa niya. Pati paa niya nakakadena doon eh. So, tinanggal na po ng Timor-Leste authorities, and then ako naman ay nag-order na tayo naman ang mag-handcuff. As a matter of protocol, pagka nag-aresto ka ng tao, he should be handcuffed. So, pinalitan naman namin. Pinalitan lang yung handcuff. At ayun nga, tinuloy na namin siya sa loob ng aircraft. Kumbaga, nasa jurisdiction na siya ng ating bayan dahil yung aircraft carrier natin, at doon ay binasahan na siya ng kanyang Miranda right ni Atty. Lotto.
So nasa news naman ho yan, unfortunately wala ho tayong sound ngayon kasi naka-live. But then yan po yung Miranda rights na nabasa po natin kay Sir Tevez. Next, Jet. So ito na ho, bound na po kami papuntang Davao para ho mag-refuel. Yan ho, makikita nyo yung status ni Kong Tevez during the flight. Next, Jet. Yan, at approximately 9:30, I think na-mobilize na po yata yung mga media men natin dito sa Pilipinas. Hindi pa ho kami nakakarating yan. Pabalik pa lang ho kami ng Manila dyan. Next slide. Yan, approximately 11 p.m., the aircraft arrived at Villamor Air Base, Pasay City. At dito ho, lumabas yung NBI with Kong Tevez, with the BI, and personnel from Philippine Air Force. So dito po yun. Diniretso po natin siya sa vehicle ng NBI. So from plane directly to NBI vehicle. Next slide, J. So dito po siya, ito na po yung sa loob ng building natin. Bantay sarado po ang si former Congressman Tevez. Dahil sinamahan po siya ng director natin at iniakyat po siya sa 9th floor para dun ho simulan yung booking processes. So makikita nyo, nag-conduct ko ang NBI ng medical examination. Chinek ko yung buong katawan niya. Then ito yung DACT, yung fingerprint. Yan ho.
Okay.
And then after that, mugshots. Next day. And then, I think ito yung pagdating nila Mami dito sa tanggapan ng NBI. Kasama ko si Atty. Topacio. Next, Je. And then lastly, ito ho yung nung na-reunite na ho si former Kong Tevez sa kanyang mother. That's all po yung presentation natin. Thank you po.
Thank you.
So you will see from the start, we have accorded him all the human rights na dapat ibigay sa isang arrested person. No? Pati yung pagdalaw ni Attorney Topacio kagabi, pagdalaw ng nanay. After this, we will turn him over to our detention facilities. Okay na.
The ex-congressman is advised to kindly allow his counsel to
Okay na.
speak.
Kung may sasabihin kayo, si through counsel na lang.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Director. Ang gusto lamang pong iparating sa ating mga kaibigan sa media at mga kababayan natin ang pasasalamat ni Congressman Arnie Teves sa pamunuhan ng National Bureau of Investigation sa pangunguna, siyempre, ni Director and former Judge Jaime Santiago. I affirm his statements kanina that all basic human rights as guaranteed in the Constitution, all the rights of the accused, and all norms of decency were observed by Director Santiago and his staff. Napaka-bait po, napaka-disente, at napaka-matulungin po ng staff ng NBI, the entire organization. By the way, I also came from the NBI a long time ago. So I'm happy to know that its basic tenets of nobility, bravery, and integrity have been maintained through the years. At nananawagan din po si Congressman Teves yung mga ibang hinahanap ng batas. Baka pwede mag-request kayo na dito na kayo sumuko kay Director Santiago and you can be assured of fair, impartial, and very decent treatment. Salamat po.
Salamat din po, Attorney Topacio, Congressman Sir. Salamat po.
Thank you, Attorney Topacio, the counsel, for highlighting the professionalism of the agency. Next. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, good afternoon. Good afternoon, ma'am, sir. To the Bureau Director, I understand after this, dadalihin na po si former Cong Arnie Teves po sa detention natin sa Muntinlupa. Sir, what are the measures po? What measures are being taken po to ensure Teves' safety while inside po sa detention center po natin sa NBI? Ano na po yung preparations
Yes,
po natin?
we will immediately return the warrant to the respective court, accompanied by our certificate of detention. Now, the court will then set the arraignment. Kasi yung pag-arraignment, yan ang makaka-acquire ng jurisdiction ng court. So, mag-i-start na ang ball rolling. Yun ay papel na ni Atty. Topacio kung paano niya ipagtatanggol ang kanyang kliyente.
Director, follow-up. Kumusta po yung situation doon? Ano pong expect ni Cong Teves doon sa ating detention facility po doon sa Bucor?
Maayos po at malinis ang ating detention center. Pinamumunuan ng very competent na si Agent Wilmar. No? At siya ay disiplinadong ahente ng NBI at walang hokus-pokus dun sa parehas ang treatment, walang torture, walang ano pa man, no? Mahigpit ang bilin ko sa kanila na hindi na pwedeng maglalagay makakagala sa labas ang detainee, no? Mahigpit ang billing ko sa ganyan. And alam naman nila, every now and then dumadalaw ako sa detention facilities to check yung kalagayan ng ating mga detention na detainees. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Next, please. Yes, ma'am.
Magandang umaga po, Darlene Kai from GMA. Director, follow-up lang po ako dun sa detention, magiging conditions niya doon. May kasama ba siya sa kwarto o sa kanyang cell o mag-isa lang po siya?
Hindi naman po sa pagbibigay ng VIP treatment, but para rin po sa kumbaga, i-acclimatize natin siya sa isang detention center. Siyempre may changes doon na attitude, ganyan. Ilalagay muna natin siya sa isang solo na room para mag-acclimatize siya na being a detainee. No? Dahan-dahan yan process na yan. Dahan-dahan ng process na yan. Okay. Now, the court, i-return namin ng warrant. The court may issue a commitment order. Baka ipakomit siya sa kung saan, bahala na naman dyan si Atty. Topacio.
If I can just ask Congressman Teves, what was going through your mind during the arrest? Ano pong nararamdaman nyo noon? At saka kung may comment ba kayo doon sa manner of arrest and yung pagbiyahe nyo mula po sa Timor-Leste papuntang Pilipinas?
Please,
What was going through your mind during the arrest?
Sir,
Ano na lang,
Counsel
hindi
may,
na lang ako mag-comment doon sa ano.
Counsel may answer?
Okay lang, wag na muna ako mag-comment sa ano.
I understand. Sige po.
Thank you po.
Last na lang po kay Atty. Topacio. Kagabi po, nakita lang namin na medyo may tension, nagka-problema po yung pagpasok nyo sa Villamor Air Base. May nagkausap na po ba kayo ng NBI tungkol dito? Meron po ba kayong further comments doon sa nangyari po kagabi pagdating?
Yung sa Villamor Air Base, there is an instruction na para hindi magkagulo. Katulad ngayon, pagpasok lang, inayos na namin kayo. Nung pumasok, pinagkaguluhan si Congressman Teves. Ayaw namin siya masaktan. So from Villamor, my instruction is no more media interview. Pagbaba ng aeroplano, sakay sa kotse, diretso dito. At bibigyan ko naman kayo ng pagkakataon na makaharap sila, makaharap kami, at ito nga po ang nangyayari.
Na-clarify na po yun as very aptly stated by Director Santiago. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. Next.
Good morning po, Margo from SMNI. Alam po natin kasunod dito arraignment na, pero may we know kung ano pong ipapasok nating plea. And diretsong tanong lang din po kay Congressman Arnie Teves, ay po ba ay may kinalaman po sa pagpatay talaga kay Governor Roel Dicamo? Thank you so much.
We will not comment on that at the moment kasi sub judice nga po. Plus, we do not want to telegraph our punches at this point. Salamat po.
Thank you, Counsel.
Thank you.
Next, sir. John.
Hi, Director. Jairo Bollero, Rappler po. Director, to clarify lang po, Attorney Topacio announced din po kasi that there was supposedly a writ of habeas corpus granted by the Timorese court which could have prevented the deportation back to the Philippines. To clarify, sir, meron po bang ganun talagang order? Na-inform po ba kayo ng Timorese authorities regarding the said writ?
Yun po ay nangyari sa Timor-Leste. Wala akong personal knowledge about that. So, kami lamang ay tumupad dun sa order na i-extradite na siya, ilipat na siya sa atin at ayun nga, sinundo namin siya. Kung meron mang ganun, ay bahala na silang magpaliwanag kung bakit.
Before that, my client just wishes to convey that regarding the previous question, his conscience is clear. Let's leave it at that. Now, regarding the habeas corpus, the issue is moot, and it will be a matter between the executive and judicial branches of the government of the Republic of Timor-Leste to sort out that problem. Nandito na po si Congressman Teves, and we will consider that as water under the bridge, and we will now be laser focused on his defense. Salamat po.
Thank you. Just a follow-up question, sir. Nung na-arrest po si Congressman Teves, ang sinabi po ng DOJ, there were two options, deportation and extradition. Obviously, the DOJ went with the extradition, which is a judicial process, but ultimately, we relied on the deportation, which is an executive function of the Timor-Leste's Executive Department. Sir, na-inform po ba kayo, bukod po dun sa pag-uusap ni President Marcos and nito pong leaders po ng Timor-Leste, what triggered po itong decision ng Executive Department ng Timor-Leste to finally go with the with the deportation process, sir?
Yes, sa pakikipag-usap nga ng ating Presidente, Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, sa Presidente ng Timor-Leste, na pag-isip-isip nila na oo nga, si Congressman Teves has been staying in their country for 2 years na undocumented. So, tapos, na-realize din siguro nila that Congressman Tevez is facing several crimes before our court here. Kaya sinabi nila yung gravity ng offense considered, kinonsider nila na threat na sa kanilang security si Congressman Tevez. So that is the reason why they decided finally to turn him over to the Philippine government.
Thank you, sir. Next. Yes, sir.
With your kind indulgence kay Ma'am Zenaida Tevez, for the past 2 years, correct me if I'm wrong, ma'am, pero dalawang taon na po hindi nagkikita personally ni former Congressman Arnie Tevez. Now that he's here, and sinabi po niya kanina he's able to now face the charges wrap up against him. What are your thoughts as a mother to Kong Tevez po? Okay, po ba?
First, I really would like to thank Director Santiago and the whole NBI troop here. Talagang maganda yung pagkakatrato nila sa anak ko. Tama ka, for the last 2 years, hindi kami nagkita. And hindi ko rin siya mapuntahan dun sa Timor-Leste because my husband was also in and out of the hospital. We were not able to go home to Negros the past 2 years until my husband passed away last December 24. Nagpapasalamat ako sa Diyos na after 2 years, nakita ko na, naakap ko na yung anak ko. And yeah, I would also like to thank the people who have been supporting us with their prayers. Thank you.
Bilin niyo na lang po sa kanya, ma'am. Bilin niyo po. Bilin niyo po sa kanya.
Ang bilin ko talaga sa kanya is parating manalangin. They will be done. Alam niya yun.
Thank you very much po.
Thank you, madam.
Good morning po. Isa Cotoner from Bombo Radio Philippines. Kay Director na lang po. Sir, nasabi kanina ni Kong Tevez na hiling niya sana ay maging mabilis nga yung proseso. Ngayon na nakabalik na siya dito sa bansa natin. May we know kung ano yung timeline natin after the Bucor? Saan na po idediretso si Kong Tevez? Or diretso na po ba siyang iaharap sa korte? Kung ano po yung maaari niyong ma-share with us?
Yes, pagka-turnover namin sa Bucor, at the same time, lalakad na ang aking mga tao, i-return yung warrant with the certificate that Congressman Tevez is now in our custody. So the court now will set the arraignment of Congressman Tevez. That will start the trial. No, bahala na nga doon si Atty. Topacio, role niya na yun.
Kay mother po ni Kong Tevez, may we ask lang po, the moment na nakita niyo po si Kong Tevez kagabi, dito sa NBI, ano po yung una niyong napag-usapan? Can you share it to the media na lang din po? And ano yung mga una niyo pong ginawa dito sa NBI po?
More on, of course we had, and yung yakap namin, unspoken words, wala kaming pinag-usapan, but yung yakap namin said it all. Thank you.
Thank you po.
So, okay. Kung ano, yes. Sige, last question na.
Good morning po. Siguro kay Congressman Tevez, hindi ko lang alam kung pwede niyang sagutin. Doon sa mga nauna po niyong, even sa pleading po niyo yata for asylum, natatakot kayo sa buhay niyo. And then, nabanggit na rin ni Atty. Topacio in the past na prejudge na even of the Justice Department yung case. Ngayon, nandito na po kayo sa Pilipinas. Umaasa po ba kayong magiging impartial po ang government sa pag-treat dito sa inyo pong kaso?
Counsel may answer. Please.
of course, I always hope for a fair game. Wherever the ball game will be. In any game naman, be it sports, be it judicial, be it whatever, be it a debate, we hope that the playground is, I mean I hope that there should always be a level playing field. Dahil ano yan eh. That's fundamental.
Isang mabilis na lang po. Based sa report po, you were able to enter po Timor-Leste April 2023. Would you confirm that? At sa ano pong mode? Paano po kayo nakarating ng Timor-Leste? Thank you po.
I'm sorry. Siguro yung mga bagay na yan, water under the bridge, ika nga ni Atty. Topacio. Move on tayo. Ito, mag-uumpisa na ng trial. Doon na lang po tayo. Tignan natin po. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
The Director now for
Yes,
his
sir.
closing message.
So maraming salamat po sa inyo at I am assuring not only Congressman Tevez but his counsel and you people na iingatan namin si Congressman Tevez. We will accord him all his right, no? Protection na namin na hindi siya masaktan habang nasa aming pangangalaga. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Thank you and good morning.
Thank you po.
Ron, akin na mic po. Mic. Mic ba? Nandito na. Ayaw. Ayaw, ihi dia. Ayaw, ihi dia. Kayo?